Welcome. In today's video, we are talking about how to actually live in the end and how to collapse time and space so you experience your new desired reality. I'm also going to give you the example how you can apply this to your business if you want to actually catapult to the next level of success and impact. I'm going to be giving you an example with my business, how I was finally able to live in the end, and then as a result, I was able to experience that quantum jump, quantum leap. And for those who actually want to go deeper, there is a brand new free masterclass called 5D Business Codes. We will find it in link description. Most people, whenever they are manifesting, they are trying to live in the end. They are trying to manifest. They're trying to call in that wealth and abundance or even love, whatever that you are manifesting. They are not really living in the end. Living in the end means to actually fully embody the new identity, fully embody the new self-concept. This is not about trying. This is about complete acceptance. It's already here and it's already mine and it's already done. And because I fully accepted this new me who is already experiencing it, who is already living in that new reality, who is experiencing that result of the new reality, I am no longer attached to that outcome. So it is a bit of paradox, if you will, because if you are still attached to the outcome, if you are still questioning when is it going to come, how is it going to come, you are not living in the end. Neville-Goddard is talking about the living in the end, but living in the end essentially means that you are fully embodying that new identity, fully embodying the new self-concept. The new self-concept is the key here. That is the new you. New you is someone who is already experiencing it. So how did I go from actually struggling immigrant to living in multi-million-dollar houses, two of them, living in overflow? How did I go from that scarcity to abundance? How? Well, I was actually stepping into that new me, new identity, and I was playing with that energy. If you are still in that lack, if you are still in that scarcity mode right now, that means that you are still paying attention to your 3D circumstances. That still means that you are the materialist because you let the material reality influencing you and your field. Here's the thing, the field always influencing the matter, not vice versa. That being said, the energy goes first. The energy is first and then is the matter. So you first need to embody the new frequency regardless of your circumstances. I talk about ignoring your circumstances, becoming almost delusional to the point that you actually live in your own universe. And that is how you know that you are coming and getting closer and closer and closer to that desired reality. So you almost need to ignore what is. It's actually not almost. You need to ignore to tap into that frequency. I already have it. So if you want to scale your business, you want to go to the next level, 5x your income, 10x your income. You want to manifest your husband, manifest your multi-million-dollar house. What you need to do is actually take yourself to that energy. I'm already having it. Feel it. Visualize it. You can use the scene that you can visualize, you can feel it, you tap into that scene, it's already here, but then guess what? You have to start acting like her. That's the true embodiment. True embodiment is actually stepping into certainty that it's mine and it's already done. And when you step into that certainty, that frequency of certainty, that's when you collapse the time and space because you merge with that frequency. It's already done. So the question is, how do we step into that certainty that it's already mine? That's the key, right? Despite of the circumstances, especially if you're experiencing negative circumstances, especially if the circumstances are the exact opposite of what you want to experience. How do you step into that new identity? How? That is the question. First, we need to actually regulate your nervous system. If you still feel unsafe, if you feel like that next level, that next version of you is beautiful idea, but you feel not safe. You feel like there is some sort of danger connected to that new identity, meaning maybe you're going to have to pay so much taxes. Maybe you're afraid of paying taxes. Maybe you feel like you won't be able to handle so much success. You won't be able to handle this level of money because fill in the blank. What is it that scares you? I want you to actually decode it and write it down because you can only manifest what you allow to manifest. And whenever you feel scared, you feel the fear, your nervous system is not regulated and you won't be able to manifest it. So it's about first regulating your nervous system. Number 2 is about showing up like her and leading like her. Literally showing up like her daily and leading like her when nobody is watching. This is important. If you have still difficulty to pay for something that you really want to buy and purchase, for example, and you're coming from the place of, I cannot afford it, you're coming from the consciousness of lack. How can you manifest more money if you're coming from consciousness of lack? Money is just that spiritual flowing energy that you need to understand that the more you give, the more you receive, and so on, vice versa. You're stepping into that beautiful circulation, law of circulation. It's a circulation of energy. And if you are open to receive, you're also open to give, and vice versa. So it's about stepping and choosing to act like her. It's about intentionally choosing to act like her, leading like her when nobody is watching. When nobody is watching. So if you're, for example, coach or business owner who has difficulty to actually purchase premium services or products and you want to charge premium, guess what? You're out of integrity. This is not really about faking something, fake it till you make it. No, this is about aligning to the new you. This is about becoming her so you feel safe in her shoes. Because when you feel safe, that's when you can embody that frequency, right? So this is the work you do in order to align with a new frequency. When I actually shift my self-concept, when I shifted from identity of struggling immigrant to successful attorney, then I was able to actually quickly shift to someone who was charging 3 times more than my competition, quote unquote, because I don't really believe in competition. And I was able to actually quickly sell premium services to premium clients because I shifted into identity that I am the best attorney, I am the one, I am the chosen one, and I know I can deliver. And I didn't care that there was the market full of other attorneys doing the same thing. I decided that I'm choosing my own niche, I'm choosing my identity, I'm choosing offerings based on who I am, based on my new self, and as a result of that, I multiply my income. I think in 6 weeks, it was 5x. I was able to 5x that income in 6 weeks. Then I did it again. I did it with my coaching. Same thing happened when I started to show up as a person who actually is serving 6-figure clients. So meaning I would charge 6-figure per client only when I step into that identity. Yes, I am worthy. So the next thing is, do you feel worthy? Do you feel worthy of the next level? If you still feel you are not worthy, if you still feel like you're questioning your self-worth, you won't be able to step into her shoes. You need to step into her shoes because you're worthy. How is it to live in the end? It's really about coming from doing more to becoming more. So the being is always first. In this order, you will be able to quantum leap, you will be able to actually collapse the timelines, and you will be able to witness miracles, if you will. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video.